right in front of the big pile of goose poop. Or right behind the big pile of goose poop. Okay. You clear out so you're not reaching down in between your feet into a big pile of poop.
Yep, that's happening.
All right. Hey everyone, I'm Jesse Hart of Full Circle Phenomenal, and this is our Flow Arts warm-up, doing a bit of yoga and qigong fused together. This is good for beginning all of your poi practices or your performances, as well as a cool down as well. So we're going to begin in what's called ready stance. You put your two fists together and bend down and measure out the space in between your feet. Should be from your toes to your heels, 2 fist distance apart, feet parallel pointing forwards. And we're going to lift up all 10 toes, even if you're wearing shoes. Lift them up and sway your weight around in some small circles. And as we're doing so, we're shifting our weight and bringing our awareness just to the pressure in the soles of our feet, taking a moment to let go of what's happened in our day or in the past, as well as anything in the future, and just be right here in the now. Noticing the pressure in the soles of our feet is going to be our first indication of how our standing posture is. You'll notice if you're leaning forward, it's in the balls of your feet. If you're leaning back, it's in your heels. So let's spiral smaller and smaller circles now until the pressure is evenly distributed in both feet. And then we reach our toes up and out, and then slowly exhale all the air out of our lungs and bring our toes to the ground. And just take a moment just to be where your feet are and connect with the ground or the earth. Good. So we're going to want to create good standing posture form for all of our practices as well as performances, not close down, not get off balance. So we're going to move up the body now and work on every single joint. So starting with the knees, we're going to lock our knees out just to feel what that's like, and we don't want to overextend our tendons. We want to soften, so let's just put a slight bend in the knees. Hands on the hips. Biggest issue with our standing posture often is putting our butts too far back, our tailbones back, so we're going to hook our pelvis under and forwards. Keep hooking under and forwards until you feel the lower abdomen begin to get tight. And we're going to take a slow inhale through our noses, fill up the lungs, and pull the navel in and up the spine. Pause with that navel gently in and up, and exhale. Relax the arms, hands, hips, legs, and feet. Soften as much as you can and exhale all the way. From the center of our chest now, inhale and lift it up towards the sky. Standing up a little taller, a little bit more proud. Fill up the lungs and then gently pause, pull the shoulders back and exhale, round the arms forwards. Bring the hands palm facing palm connection in front of your lower dantian or your belt line, inch or two beneath your navel, and bowing the elbows forward to create a little bit of space underneath your armpits. This is a practice in qigong we're beginning. And then we're going to inhale, touching the tip of the tongue up against the upper palate behind our teeth and lifting from the crown. With the full breath in, pause, shift your head back, bring your chin a little bit down more towards your chest, and exhale, relax your head over your shoulders, your arms, your side body, and hips, legs, and feet. Take a moment just to absorb the muscle memory in this ready position. Good. Now let's begin our empty force breath, cultivating some qi, or some energy outside of the body. Inhale through the nose and expand the space in between the hands and the arms, just a few inches. Exhale out the nose, contract or surge the space, bringing the hands together. Inhaling, expanding a few inches, filling up the lungs, and exhale, contracting. The breath moves from your body to your breath and your palm facing palm connection. Pretend and visualize in your mind, if you will, as if you had qi or life force, light energy taffy stuck between your hands. And as you inhale, it stretches. As you exhale, it naturally wants to pull back together like a rubber band. Inhaling, expand. And exhale, allow it to build that energy a little bit more solid in between your hands. Let's do that for a few breaths. Let's do one more full breath in and full breath out. Pause. Now with this chi ball that we have formed in between our hands, let's inhale and direct it into our lower abdomen and move the energy up the midline. Inhaling, keep breathing in, fill up your lungs, reach the hands and the head up overhead. Reach the head, the tailbone and the feet down, and then slowly exhale, relax the arms. Breathe out and smooth out the edges of the torus. This is called toroidal breathing. This giant donut-shaped energy sphere moving around our bodies. So we're inhaling, moving the arms up, reaching, stretching, and exhaling, relaxing everywhere on the outsides down. In the nose. And out the nose. Unless you're feeling like you need more relaxation, then perhaps you breathe out the mouth. One more in this direction. Good. And inhale now up to the heart center. Exhale in reverse direction, breathing out and pressing the hands down. Emptying the lungs before pausing, turning palms face out, and inhaling, allowing your arms to float up towards the sky. And as if gravity were resisting, exhale and pull the energy down through. Inhale, collecting water-based chi. The first direction was fire-based to burn through any blockages. Now we're filling up the energy centers of the mind, or the upper dantian, the heart, the emotions, middle dantian, and the physical, lower dantian. Let's do that a few breaths. You can shift the gaze with the hands. So as the hands are low, you're looking down. As the hands lift, the gaze lifts. So we're looking up to the sky, or up to the ceiling, and exhale, moving energy down through. Scanning the body as well. So as my hands move past my body, I feel the body with the breath. One more breath. Good. Then we bring our hands palm over the lower dantian. That's right over your belt line. And we just take a moment to check in and notice any places in the body or the mind or the emotions that might need a little bit more attention, a little bit more breath. Breathe into those places. Inhale is focusing energy and consciousness. The exhale is allowing it to wash over, letting yourself relax a little bit further. Good. Now let's gently walk in place, as well as move intuitively. You know your body best. Allow yourself to kind of move. Maybe your ankles and feet feel a little heavy from just standing in place that time. And then let's come back into our ready position. Now we're going to move. We move from the bottom up. Now we're going to move from the top down, stretching and breathing into every part of the body. So let's start with our necks. Exhale and bring the head slowly down, looking towards the ground, to the other shoulder, and inhale, look up towards the sky. Exhaling out the mouth. Inhaling through the nose. we can keep our breath flowing, keep our focus going on the breath even while we're practicing our flow art, it's going to help to relieve any tension of the physical body, of the mind, of our emotions. It's going to keep us less frustrated and going a little bit slower rather than adding too much energy into our props or into our bodies. Let's switch direction. Still exhaling, moving the head down, and inhaling back and up. One more breath. And then slowly spiral your head in smaller and smaller circles, reaching the crown a little higher. And exhale, relaxing. Now let's reach our right hand to the side. Inhale, left arm up. Pause, bring the hand to the outside of the head, and exhale, gently open the neck. Stay here for a breath, and then maybe you adjust the hand on your head or adjust the reach of your lower arm to get different angles in your neck. Good. One more breath. And let's switch. Inhale the arm back up, lifting up from the crown. Exhale, bring the hand down. Inhale, right arm lifts. Bring it to the outside of the head, and exhale, gently open the neck. Stay here for a moment. Don't overdo it with the neck here. Find a soft limit pressure that doesn't necessarily feel comfortable, but doesn't feel uncomfortable as well. Find that angle that feels really good. 2 more breaths here. And inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring the arm down. Both arms down and shoulder rolls. Inhaling the shoulders forward and up, scrunching up to the ears. Exhale, back and down, relaxing them down our sides. Good, and let's reverse direction. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, forward and down. Going slow with the breath in all these so we can really focus and make sure that everything's being tended to, not overstressing something nor understressing it. One more breath. Good. And relax the arms, bounce the shoulders a couple of times. Good. Let's bring our thumbs over closed fists and reach the thumbs forward. Reach the arms forward, pull the shoulders back in their sockets, and then plant the elbows down like you're resting them on a desk. Let's exhale and begin to lubricate the elbow joints. Exhaling, bringing the hands in. Inhaling, opening the hands as far out and then forward as you can. If this is too difficult for you, it's a little bit of a different move that a lot of people aren't used to. You can always bring your elbows down to your sides, keeping them in the same place, and moving around up and down with the circles. Let's do one more breath in this direction. And then switch direction. Inhale, opening the hands up forwards and to the sides. Exhaling together in. One more breath. And relax the arms down. Wiggle the arms out a little bit more from the shoulders all the way to the elbows. And now the wrists. Interlace your fingers together And let's roll the wrists out in a big infinity 8. Timing your breath however you like, but just giving full attention to your wrists. And then slow down that motion. This is a little bit tricky. We naturally go one direction. We want to reverse and go in the opposite direction. Good. And a gentle shake out of the wrist, side to side, up and down. Let's now get into the whole arms as well as start to get into the spine. So spread your fingers out really wide. Inhale and pull your knuckles back to your shoulders. Bring your elbows together. Look up and do a gentle back bend. Exhale, thumbs over closed fists. Bring all the knuckles down to the ground. Maybe a little bit behind you as you forward fold, bringing your chest and your head down to your legs. Inhale, up, wide hands, knuckles to shoulders, elbows together and up. Look up, back bend. Exhale, thumbs over closed fists, also known as puppy paws or begging dog. Pull all 4 knuckles or all 8 knuckles evenly down to the ground and back. If you like that. One more. Breathe out, hang all the way down, hang in a ragdoll for a few breaths. Let's cross our arms, gently sway the body from side to side. And a few times bobbing the body forward and back. Relaxing all the tension in your shoulders, neck, and head. Shake out your head. Big yeses. Shake out your head, big nose. Put the two together into an infinity wobble or some sort of wobble that feels good to you, maybe circling. Big breath in. And with a full sigh, let it all out and down. Take 3 slow breaths, focusing on your spine, peeling up 1 vertebrae at a time, saving your neck and head for last. Inhale, both arms up. Let's grab our right wrist. Exhale, pull it over to the left side, pressing your right hip out. Inhale, open up the chest, look up towards the sky if you can. Exhale, a little further over, a little further down. Inhale, up. Grab the opposite wrist. Exhale, over to the opposite side. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. And exhale, once again, move the energy through the body. And hands to the hips. Rolling out the hips, forward, inhale. Exhale, back. Note that we start with the hips, but then feel the stretch begin to moving down through the legs, maybe up into the shoulders and neck as well. Good. And let's reverse. Breathing in, forward, exhaling back. Two more breaths. And slow spiraling back in. Let's get into the knees. Hands down to the knees. Bring the knees together and roll out the knees. Try to get as much bend in those knees and then straighten and press them back without hyperextending, of course. And switch direction. And finally come up. Last but not least, let's get into the ankles. So beginning just to point a toe and roll out the ankle in one direction. As you get better at this, you can also practice your balance a little bit and lift the knee up a little bit higher. Keep your eyes focused on a non-moving point on the ground. Remember, our navel is still pulling in and up, chest up and crown up. Switch direction. And bring it down. Switch feet. Switch direction. And bring it down. Let's shake out arms and legs. Torso, neck, head, and whole body. Inhale, bring the arms back up. Fill up the lungs, hands together, exhale them down to heart center. Take a moment to check in, maybe set an intention for your practice or a focus point. Be sure to communicate well with yourselves and others throughout whatever it is you're practicing with, especially if you're using fire. Have a wonderful time. Thank you for joining me and for your presence and participation. Namaste. Thank you all.
Thank you guys.